Yo, what is up, YouTube? Great Sunday. Give a little message on what I learned today. I'm going to be talking about the power of forgiveness. The power of forgiveness and the sin of unforgiveness, right? We'll make it short. We'll make it short and sweet. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things to do as a human being. I don't know why, but it's one of the things we do that, makes us human beings, right? Share a little story. So basically, it's a Bible story. So basically, right? I think everybody knows the story anyways. So basically, it was a woman, quote unquote, adulterous woman, right? So basically, religious men, right? Religious men, they got her, dragged her out. She was probably naked. I think she was still in the act. She was probably naked. She probably had to put on a sheet or something like that. Whatever she could grab, because they just grabbed her at the house and dragged her out, right? So they dragged her out to Jesus, right? So, and they asked God about this adulterous woman. What should they do with her? They told God that in the Old Testament, Moses said they should stone adulterous woman, right? But I think they didn't drag that man out. That man was probably married himself, right? He's probably married himself. Or if he was not married, why are you sleeping with a married woman? They didn't drag the man out, right? You see, it's basically like today. Basically like the red pill. Everything's on the woman, but in the men, oh, we're so good. We're the best into women, right? So basically, they brought her out. I was telling God, we got to stone this lady because she was cheating on her husband. She's an adulteress, right? And God told him that. God didn't say nothing first. God went down and started writing on the ground. So basically, this is some theories on what, because the Bible didn't say what was written on the ground. So there's some theories on what was written on the ground. Things the religious men was doing that they thought nobody knew, right? Names, dates, stuff like that. Their actions, maybe God was writing them down on the ground. Who knows what it was? We don't know, right? So basically, God told him, and he kept the question God, and God told him, whoever who is without sin can throw the first stone. And then eventually, the older human beings or older religious men, they started going out first because they know if you're like 60, 70, you've done a lot of sinning, bro. You've done a lot of sinning. So they started going out first. They started leaving, and then it goes to the middle age and the younger ages, and then eventually it was cleared out. It was only the woman and God left behind, right? And then God basically told the woman, what you did was wrong, but I am not here to condemn you. I'm here to save you. And God told the woman, go and sin no more. So at the end of the day, what that message is, we have to forgive no matter what. We have to forgive. Sometimes it can be hard. I'm going to share a personal story. I harbored some little unforgiveness with my parents. And I feel like that kind of slowed my development. You never know, right? It slowed my development and my blessings, right? It's not until like a year ago that I really forgave them, and I just let whatever they did to me just go in the past. Now I'm better. I feel better. No more hatred, no more insecurities, nothing like that. I'm a strong man now. I forgave them and let them be, right? But one thing I heard was forgiveness is like acid. So the container the acid is in is going to get destroyed, and the acid is going to be free, right? So that's basically applies to us. When we harbor unforgiveness, it destroys our body. We are what? What's it called? We are depressed, anger, easily irritated, sad. You get me? All these things are because of unforgiveness. Because at the end of the day, you be like, why did this person do this to me? Why did he do this to me? Why do you have to forgive him? And you're so angry. Some of you Christians will be like, God, he touched my kid. Why didn't you kill him? Because God knew that you did something to someone else. You might not be touching kids, but you did something to someone that you might not even remember. And that person that you did it to could have asked God to kill you. So you could have been dead by now, right? That's why it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go, man. Whatever it is, let it go. Forgive. Forgive. Because you could be stopping your blessings from God. You don't even know. You could be stopping your blessings from God because you don't want to forgive. But it's really hard to pray for God to give you the strength to forgive. Forgive your enemies. Forgive your family. Right? And the quicker you let it go, the faster God will bless you. And that's a promise from God. Unforgiveness is a sin. If you don't want to sin, forgive. I know it might take a few days. It might take a few weeks. It might take a few months. But forgive. Forgive whoever did wrong to you. And live a fulfilled and happy life with God who strengthens you. One thing I forgot to mention is that if God didn't forgive that woman, he would have committed a sin. And God is perfect. God cannot commit a sin. So God had to forgive that lady. So forgive your enemies and your friends and your families. Please. Thank you guys for watching.